What if I told you that changing just 1% of your habits every single day could make you 37 times better in just 1 year? Sounds unbelievable, right? But that's the math of small, consistent improvement. And that's exactly what James Clear reveals in his international bestseller, Atomic Habits. We all dream about massive change, losing 30 pounds, doubling our income, becoming more productive. But here's the hard truth. Most people fail because they focus on the big goal instead of the tiny habits that actually get them there. In this video, we'll break down the core lessons of Atomic Habits, not just what the book says, but how you can apply it today in your work, health, and relationships. And trust me, the last principle we'll cover will completely flip how you think about success.
James Clear begins with a powerful idea. Success is not about setting goals, it's about building systems. Think of it like this. If you're a basketball coach, your goal is to win the championship, but your system is how you recruit players, run practices, and strategize during games. Goals set the direction, but systems drive progress. And habits? They are the building blocks of every system. Good habits help us reach goals almost automatically. Bad habits quietly sabotage us until we wonder why we're stuck. Here's something shocking. Studies suggest that about 40 to 50% of our daily actions aren't conscious decisions, but habits. That means nearly half of your life runs on autopilot. Imagine upgrading that autopilot from Netflix binging and procrastination to reading, exercising, and planning. And this next principle explains exactly how those small actions compound over time.
One of the most famous ideas from Atomic Habits is the principle of compound growth. James Clear says, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Just like money multiplies when it earns interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. Tiny changes may not seem like much today, but over weeks, months, and years, they build extraordinary results. Here's a simple example. If you improve by 1% every day, by the end of 1 year, you'll be 37 times better. But if you decline by 1% every day, you'll end up close to 0. Think about brushing your teeth. Do it once and nothing changes. Do it twice and still nothing noticeable. But do it every day for years and it keeps your teeth healthy and your smile strong. This is why consistency beats intensity. Running one marathon doesn't make you fit, but running 3 miles a few times a week can change your life. But here's the catch. If small habits can work for you, they can also work against you. That's why the next section is so important, how habits are actually formed in the brain. To build lasting habits, James Clear introduces the 4 laws of behavior change. These are like the rules of the habit game. If you understand them, you can design good habits and break bad ones. 1. Make it obvious. Habits start with a cue, something that triggers your brain. If you want to build a good habit, make the cue clear. Example, want to drink more water? Put a glass of water on your desk. Want to practice guitar? Keep it in the middle of your living room. For breaking bad habits, do the opposite. Make the cue invisible. Hide the junk food. Turn off app notifications. 2. Make it attractive. We repeat habits that feel rewarding. If you want to stick with a habit, combine it with something you enjoy. Example, only watch Netflix while walking on a treadmill. Or only listen to your favorite podcast when cleaning. For breaking bad habits, make them unattractive. Remind yourself of the downsides. Cigarettes? Think about lung damage. Junk food? Think about energy crashes. 3. Make it easy. Here's where most people go wrong. They try to overhaul everything at once. Instead, James Clear says, start small. Want to floss daily? Floss just 1 tooth. Want to run? Put on your running shoes and step outside. The easier a habit is, the more likely it will stick.
That's why 2-minute habits are so powerful. You start small, but once you're in motion, momentum carries you forward. To break bad habits, increase friction. Delete the app from your phone. Put the TV remote in another room. 4. Make it satisfying. Habits stick when they feel rewarding. Our brains love instant gratification. So, celebrate small wins. Track your progress with a habit tracker or calendar. Each checkmark gives you a mini dopamine hit. To stop bad habits, make them unsatisfying. Find an accountability partner who calls you out, or set up a financial penalty for missing a workout. These 4 laws give you a formula. If you want to build a habit, make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. To break one, invert the formula. But here's the thing. Habits aren't just about what you do. They're about who you become. And that's what makes this next idea life-changing.
Most people start with goals like, I want to lose 20 pounds, or I want to be more productive. But James Clear flips the script. Don't focus on outcomes. Focus on identity. Instead of saying, I want to run a marathon, say, I am a runner. Instead of, I want to quit smoking, say, I am not a smoker. Why does this matter? Because every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. Read one page and you're a reader. Do one push-up and you're an athlete in training. Write one sentence and you're a writer. Identity creates pride, and when a habit aligns with your identity, you don't need motivation. It becomes who you are. So ask yourself, who is the type of person you want to become, and then start casting votes for that identity every day. Here's a secret most people miss. Environment often matters more than motivation. If your kitchen is filled with cookies, no amount of willpower will save you. But if you stock it with fruits and veggies, healthy choices become automatic. James Clear says, don't fight your environment, design it. Want to exercise more? Place your workout mat where you see it. Want to save money? Set up automatic transfers instead of relying on discipline. Environment shapes behavior. If you want better habits, start by reshaping the space around you. As you master the basics, there are advanced strategies too, like habit stacking, linking a new habit to something you already do. Example, after brushing teeth, meditate for 2 minutes. After making coffee, write your to-do list. Another one is the Goldilocks rule. To stay motivated, habits should be challenging, but not too hard, not too easy, just right. And finally, remember, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So, let's recap the big lessons from Atomic Habits. Tiny habits compound into massive results. Focus on systems, not goals. Use the 4 laws of behavior change to build or break habits. Identity shapes behavior. Become the kind of person who lives your desired habits. Environment and small wins matter more than willpower. Here's your action plan. Choose one identity you want to build. Design your environment to make good habits obvious and easy. Start with a 2-minute version of that habit. Track it daily and celebrate small wins. Which of these habits do you want to start today? Comment below. I'd love to know. And if this video gave you value, hit that like button so more people can discover these ideas. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our next book breakdown. Because if you found these lessons from Atomic Habits helpful, wait until you hear what Gary Keller reveals in The One Thing. That's the book we're covering next, and it might just help you focus your energy like never before. Thanks for watching, and remember, small habits, big results.